Hello friends, today we are going to learn about exercise 4 measures of dispersion. In previous lecture we discussed about mean, weighted mean, combined mean, median, decile, quartiles, percentiles and more. Now in this chapter we are going to learn about some unique measures of dispersion. So before we start this chapter, at least we have the knowledge about the dispersion. A measure which shows how far the observation of the data are scattered from the measures of average is termed as dispersion. So basically dispersion क्या है? तो यहाँ पे लिखा है mean, average means mean. So the measure which show the how far the observation. So whenever we find mean, then we have to find remaining measures. और आपको ये डिसाइड करना है कि आपका जो मेजर्स है वो मीन से कितना स्कैटर्ड है, कितना डिस्पर्स है. That is called dispersion. A measure which shows how far the observation of the data are scattered from the measure of average is termed as dispersion. So in central tendency, the appropriate measures, that is mean. So in this chapter, we have to find this type of measures: range, quartile deviation, mean deviation and standard deviation. Then we have to decide that these measures is how far from the mean scattered, that is called dispersion. तो ये जो measures है वो mean से कितना scattered है, कितना dispersed हुआ है, वो आपको find करना है. So measures of dispersion, that is range, quartile deviation, mean deviation, standard deviation. Range, the difference between the highest and lowest observation of the data is called the range. It is denoted by the symbol R. Now range. So range means the difference between the highest observation and lowest observation. Whenever the information is given, then we have to find which is highest observation and which is lowest observation. Then highest observation minus lowest observation. So the difference is called the range. R is equal to XH minus XL. XH means highest observation and XL means lowest observation. Then coefficient of range, or you can say relative range. The range divided by the sum XH plus XL. So we get the coefficient of range. तो पहले हम रेंज फाइंड करेंगे XH माइनस XL, और जो XH माइनस XL है उसको अगर आप XH प्लस XL से डिवाइड करोगे तो जो मेजर्स आपको मिलेगा that is called coefficient of range, or you can say relative range. Relative range means it is free from unit. मतलब उसका जो आंसर आएगा उसके पीछे आप kg या मिलीलीटर ऐसा कुछ नहीं लिख सकते. XH minus XL upon XH plus XL. Now we are going to learn about exercise 4.1. Exercise 4.1. The following data refer to the heights in centimeters of 10 students of a class. Find range and coefficient of range of height of the students. 162, 145, 170, 181, 167, 151, 175, 185, 169, 156. Now, in this example, 10 students' height is given in centimeter. Now, from this information, we have to find the value of range and coefficient of range. So, here very simple example. 160 to 145, 170, 181, 167, 151, 175, 185, 169 and 156. So first we have to find the highest observation and lowest observation. So here highest observation, that is 185 XH 185, and lowest observation, that is 145. So highest 185 and lowest, that is 145. Now range means R. R is equal to XH minus XL. H for highest observation minus lowest observation. 185 minus 145, that is 40. And here height is given in centimeter, so we should also mention centimeter here. Now coefficient of range means range is divided by the sum of XH and XL, so we get the coefficient of range. Coefficient of range means XH minus XL upon XH plus XL. 185 minus 145 upon 185 plus 145. 185 minus 145, that is 40. And 185 plus 145, that is 330. So 40 divided by 330, that is 0.12. And coefficient of range is free from units. So here in range we should mention height is given in centimeter, but it is free from units, so you cannot write centimeter or unit or rupees. So 0.12. Again I repeat, in this example the highest observation was 185 and lowest 145. Range means difference between highest observation and lowest observation. XH minus XL. 185 minus 145, that is 40. And height of student is given in centimeter, so 40 centimeter. Coefficient of range means XH minus XL upon XH plus XL. 185 minus 145 upon 185 plus 145. 40 upon 330, that is 0.12. Now second example. A bus company has 77 buses for traveling in the city. The information of number of passengers on a particular day at a particular time is given below. Find the range and coefficient of range of number of passengers. So in this example, a bus company has 77 buses and number of passengers information is also given. Now here number of passengers and number of buses, that is given. Now from this following information we have to find the range and also coefficient of range. So here number of passengers and number of buses. Now from range only observation is important, frequency is not important here. Look here, number of passengers, that is our observation, 2, 7, 10, 18, 25, 30, 37. So highest observation, that is 37. Highest 37 and lowest, that is 2. XL is equal to 2. Now the range, XH minus XL, 37 minus 2, that is 35, and this is number of passengers. So 2 passengers. Then we have to find coefficient of range. Means XH minus XL upon XH plus XL. XH means 37 minus 2 upon 37 plus 2. 35 upon 39, that is 0.90. So coefficient of range, or you can say relative of range. So number of passengers, that is our observation. And from this observation, highest observation was 37 and lowest observation, that is 2. R is equal to XH minus XL. 37 minus 2 means 35, and this is passengers. So passengers. Coefficient of range means XH minus XL, 1 XH plus XL. 37 minus 2 upon 37 plus 2. So 35 divided by 39, that is 0.90. And coefficient of range, it is free from unit, so you cannot mention here passenger or centimeter here. Now look the example number 3rd. Using the following frequency distribution of marks of students of a school, find the range and coefficient range of the marks. Now in this example, marks of student and number of students information is given. Now we have to find the range of marks and also coefficient of range. Now in this example, marks is given in classes 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70 and 70 to 80. And number of student means frequency is also given. But in this example, frequency is not important. Just we have to find highest observation as well as lowest observation. So here highest observation, that is 80. XH is equal to 80 and XL lowest means 20. So highest observation, that is 80 and lowest, that is 20. Now range R, XH minus XL, 80 minus 20, that is 60, and here marks is given, so 60 marks. Now also we have to find coefficient of range. Coefficient of range, that is XH minus XL upon XH plus 80 minus 20 upon 80 plus 20, 60 upon 100, that is 0.6, or you can say 0.60. So marks and number of student is given. Highest observation, that is 80, and lowest observation, that is 20. XH 80, XL 20. R is equal to XH minus XL. 80 minus 20 becomes 60, and marks. And coefficient of range means XH minus XL upon XH plus XL. 80 minus 20 upon 80 plus 20, 60 upon 100, that is 0.6. Now last fourth example. The frequency distribution of daily income in 1000 of 80 shops of an area is as follows. Find the absolute and relative measures of range of daily income from it. Now in this example, 80 shops daily income is given, and also we have to find, and daily income of 1000 is given, and also number of shops is given. In this example, we have to find absolute value of range, and also relative measures of range is required. Now in this example, income in 1000, 5 to 9, 10 to 14, 15 to 19, 20 to 24, 25 to 29, 30 to 34. So highest observation, that is 34, and lowest, that is 5. So highest observation 34 and lowest, that is 5. Now range is required. R is equal to XH minus XL. So highest 34 minus 5, that is 29, and this daily income is given in 1000. Now relative measures means coefficient of range. Coefficient of range, that is XH minus XL upon XH plus XL. 34 minus 5 upon 34 plus 5. 29 upon 39, that is called 0.74. So daily income is given in class. Highest income, that is 34,000, and lowest, that is 5,000. Range means difference of highest observation and lowest observation. XH minus XL. 34 minus 5, that is 29, and 1000. And coefficient of range means XH minus XL upon XH plus XL. 34 minus 5 upon 34 plus 5. 29 upon 39, that is 0.70.